Hi students, today our topic is graphs. Okay, now in mechanics, graphs are very useful to understanding the motion of a particle. Okay, usually we consider two coordinates. One is x-axis, another one is y-axis. Okay, on x-axis we consider independent variables. Usually we consider independent variables like time. Okay, like time, because of time is variable but independent. Usually we are taken only, okay, on y-axis dependent variables, dependent variables. Okay, usually we are taken on x-axis independent variables, on y-axis dependent variables. Okay, so graphical method is very useful to understand the motion of the particle. Okay, now here mainly area or slope, okay, or both are very useful, okay, to understand the nature of the motion. Okay, to understand the nature of the motion. Now how to find out the slope, how to find out the slope? To find out the slope, two processes are there, two processes are there. First process is this one, x-axis, y-axis. Now it is a straight line. Okay, extended this one, it makes an angle theta with x-axis. Okay, tangent of this angle, tangent of this angle gives the slope. Tangent of this angle gives the slope. Now here this line extended. So this line cuts the x-axis at a point. At that point it makes an angle theta. Tangent of that angle gives the slope. And another one, this one. Here it is y-axis. This one is x-axis. Consider two points on this line A and B. Here perpendicular lines from y-axis and also from x-axis, x1, x2. So the ratio of these differences, y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1, the ratio of these differences. So difference of y components by difference of x component gives the slope. Understood? Difference of y component to the difference of x component gives the slope. One is this process, another one is this process. Understood? Now we discuss different types of graphs based on position and time, velocity and time, and acceleration and time. Okay. See here, position and time graph. Position and time graph. Okay. So in position and time graph, the slope of the tangent at any point gives the instantaneous velocity. Okay. The slope of the tangent at any point gives the instantaneous velocity. Okay. Now tangent. Next, the slope of the chord between 2 points gives the average velocity. Gives the average velocity. That means finally slope of the position and time graph. Okay, sometimes slope of the displacement and time graph. Okay, sometimes position and time graphs, but in some problems displacement and time graph, slope gives the velocity. Okay, slope gives the velocity. First of all, particle is at rest. Now here particle is in a rest position. Particle is in rest position. So on y-axis, what you are taking here? position of the particle. Okay, on x-axis you have taken time. Okay, usually dependent variable quantities are taken on y-axis, independent variables are taken on x-axis. Understood? Okay, now see, graph is straight line. That means that position does not change with respect to time. Position is as usual straight line parallel to x-axis. X naught indicates initial position with respect to origin. That means initial position and final positions are same, does not change its position. So in this position, what about displacement? Displacement is equal to 0 because of initial position and final position both are same. Understood? Okay, next in next say particle with uniform velocity. Particle with uniform velocity. Okay, particle with uniform velocity. Now particle with uniform velocity, what about acceleration? Acceleration is equal to 0. Okay, acceleration is equal to 0. Okay, here it starts from origin. It starts from origin means displacement generally x final minus x initial. X final is x initial is 0. So x is equal to, that means it is equal to ut because of acceleration is 0. Generally ut plus of at square. Ut plus of at square, acceleration is 0. That's why you are taken only ut. Understood? That's why you are taken only ut. Okay, here graph, this graph slope is positive. This graph slope is positive. Okay, next one, particle with uniform acceleration. Particle moves with uniform acceleration. So starting one is 0. It starts from origin means x initial is equal to 0. X initial is equal to 0. Understood? X final is equal to x. X final is equal to x. You know, s is equal to x final minus x initial. Okay, x final x initial is equal to 0. Simply s is equal to ut plus of at square. Ut plus of at square. If in case initially it having some position, if in case initially it having some position, graph is this one. Okay, if in case initially it having some position, graph is this one. So parabola with increasing slope. Parabola with increasing slope. Next one, particle with uniform retardation. Particle with uniform retardation. Retardation means negative acceleration. Negative acceleration. So that graph is parabola with a decreasing slope. Parabola with a decreasing slope. Okay. If in case one stone projected vertically upwards. Okay. If in case one stone projected vertically upwards, here position and time graph is this one, parabolic path. If in case one stone projected vertically upwards, it comes to back. Okay, so here position and time graph is parabolic. Understood? Simply write as ut minus of gt square. S is equal to ut minus of gt square. Understood? Okay. See, next one, velocity time graph, vt graph. Here slope of the tangent. Tangent gives the instantaneous acceleration. Slope of the tangent at any point gives the instantaneous acceleration. Here the slope of the chord between two positions gives the acceleration. That means the slope of the Vt graph. Vt means velocity time graph gives the acceleration. Area under Vt graph gives the displacement. Area under Vt graph gives the displacement. First of all, particle is at rest. Is at rest means what about velocity? Zero. Velocity zero, so there is no graph. Understood? This is empty graph. Okay. Next, particle with uniform velocity. Uniform velocity means what about acceleration? Zero. Acceleration zero means here path is straight line. That means this graph is straight line. Okay. Straight line. What about its slope? Zero. Slope zero means acceleration is also zero. Okay. Here initial velocity is equal to final velocity. No change in its velocity. Understood? This graph. Next, particle with uniform acceleration. With uniform acceleration. So, what about initial velocity? Zero. Initial velocity zero means, you know formula V is equal to U plus AT. U0 means remaining part is this one. Okay. Here straight line, positive slope. Slope is constant. Slope gives the acceleration. Slope gives the acceleration. If in case initial velocity is not equal to zero, graph is this one. Here this one is passing through the horizon means initial velocity zero. This one is not passing through the horizon. That means initially it having some velocity. Initial velocity is not equal to zero. Initial velocity is not equal to zero. Understood? Okay. Particle with uniform retardation. Retardation in the sense negative acceleration. So graph is straight line, but here negative slope. This slope is negative. Okay. Say slope positive negative means more than 90 degrees. Slope is negative. Less than 90 degrees. Slope is positive. Okay. More than 90. Slope is negative. Less than 90. Slope is positive. Understood? This graph. Next one. Particle projected vertically upwards. The particle projected vertically upwards. Okay. If the particle projected vertically upwards, see particle projected vertically upwards with initial velocity u, at the max height its velocity 0 and comes back. Okay, striking point is also same velocity when air resistance is neglected. Okay, so upwards gradually velocity decreases, velocity attains at 0, again comes to back, that means velocity is increase. Okay, projected velocity, striking point velocity both are same, equal in magnitude but opposite in a direction. Okay, this one is the graph. The equation of motion is generally formula V equal to U plus AT. So in this case you are taken acceleration due to gravity, so V equal to U minus GT. Straight line with a negative slope. Okay, net displacement in this case 0 because of initially projected point, striking point both are same. Okay, initially projected point and striking point both are same. That's why net displacement is equal to 0. Here main important point is here in velocity time graph, slope gives the acceleration and area under Vt graph gives the displacement. Understood? Okay. So next graph is acceleration time graph. Okay. Slope of the tangent at any point gives the instantaneous jerk. It gives the instantaneous jerk. Area under AT graph gives velocity when time is taken on x-axis, acceleration is taken on y-axis. On that time, area gives the velocity. Okay. Now, so first one, the particle is with constant acceleration. Constant acceleration means graph is a straight line. Graph is a straight line parallel to the x-axis. Parallel to the x-axis. Here y-intercept is acceleration. Acceleration is a0. Okay. Next, particle with non-uniform acceleration. Non-uniform acceleration At a t equal to 0, it starts from 0 acceleration. Okay. Here slope is, here in this graph, slope is variable. Slope is variable. Understood? Slope is variable. Okay. Now, first of all, position and time graph, next velocity time graph, next acceleration time graph. Okay. Now, first graph is position and time. Okay. Here slope and area. In this position and time graph, slope gives the velocity. Area it not gives simply. Next one, velocity time graph. In velocity time graph, slope gives the acceleration. Okay. Area under VT graph gives the displacement. Okay. Next, acceleration time. Acceleration time graph gives the slope, jerk. Area is gives the velocity, change in velocity. It gives the change in velocity. Understood? Okay. Position time graph, velocity time graph, acceleration time. Now slopes generally positive. Okay. Negative and also 0, infinity. Okay. Understood? 0, infinity is there. Positive in the sense less than 90. Theta less than 90 degrees. Theta greater than 90 degrees means negative slope. Okay. Theta greater than 90 degrees means negative slope. Okay. This is the graphs concept. In next concept. So, how to derive the kinematic equations by using of graph. Okay.